Hello and welcome to the season finale of Girls Got Game. I'm your host, Katie Christianson. We have lots in store for you today, starting with the NYC Marathon, the PWHL expansion, and wrapping it up with highlights of our favorite NCAA women basketball players. So stay tuned because Girls Got Game starts right now. Welcome back. With me as always, I got Mia Flores to my left. How we doing, girl?
I'm so good. How are you?
Amazing, amazing. Sad it's our last one of the season, but it's okay. It's okay. We're gonna end with a bang.
Oh, God.
That's all that matters. And to my right, guest over here is Augie Aronson. Thanks for being here. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on the season finale of Girls Got Game.
Perfect. You wanted to talk about running, of course. So New York City Marathon, let's just get right into it, happened, and there was a lot of very touching stories, and we wanted to just highlight some of them and talk about the ones that meant and impacted us the most. So before we get into that and highlight our people, I just wanted to kind of go into what New York City Marathon is, and if you just don't know. Marathon, 26.2 miles. Guys, do you think you can run that?
If I trained.
I
trained, I think I could. Give me like 6 months.
Mine
8
over
months.
matter. Mine over matter.
It'll take me like a few years.
I could not. I could not. But basically, it was started in 1970 to promote fitness and community spirit in New York City. The first race was held completely in Central Park, which is crazy. They had 127 runners and only 55 finishers. I'd be one of the ones that quit, but that was in 1970. It was $1 for entry, and the budget for the whole thing was $1,000. So it's grown a lot since 1970. It started to expand in 1976 with it going to all 5 boroughs. So not just like in Central Park. Now they were doing Staten Island, Brooklyn, Queens, Bronx, Manhattan, and it was just a citywide celebration. So today it's the largest marathon in the world. Over 50,000 runners each year run this marathon. I know it's like impossible to try to get in, which is crazy. So if you want to, you have to like try really, really ahead of time.
Like right now, probably gonna
right now.
Start
It's time.
planning 2026.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's a lottery too. Like part of it is like it's the first come first.
I think so. I was just actually
also
looking at how to sign up for it for next year. Not planning on signing up myself, but just looking at it just to get more history on the event. And yeah, I think it is lottery, and you kind of have to sign up like right now.
Yes, yes. So there's also millions of spectators globally. I know people watch it. I mean, I don't know if you've seen the videos of everyone packed on the streets just with their signs, and everyone's being supportive.
Famous people too.
Lots
like,
of famous people there.
I saw Aaron Judge was there.
Yes, lots of famous people run. I know the Fiero on Broadway in Wicked right now. He ran, and then he was in his show like literally right after. So pretty cool. I know. Couldn't be me. It's part of the Abbott World Marathon Majors alongside Boston, Chicago, London, Berlin, and Tokyo. So there has been one every year since 1970, except COVID and except for Hurricane Sandy in 2012. So those were just the 2 exceptions. Every other year we had it. People were running it, getting bigger every year. 2025 marked the 55th edition with 59,135 finishers. Which is insane, which is setting a participation record. This marathon specifically has a huge impact on so many people, especially like how we wanted to talk about. But it raises millions of dollars for charity every year, and it's a symbol of unity. You know, getting together, really helping each other out, really putting this out there. And it was especially notable after 9/11, actually. The marathon continued on, and it still was a representation of hope, and we still continue that representation to this day, and we still remember that. So that was my little spiel. Just had to educate a little bit. But now we're gonna talk about our amazing people that we chose. So I'm gonna send it off to Mia first.
Yes.
Mia, please highlight your person.
I would like to talk about Miss Helen Obiri from Kenya, who finished 26.2 miles, right? 26.2 miles in 2 hours, 19 minutes, and 51 seconds. Not only being the first finisher, but breaking the women's record casually. on a random
so
afternoon.
Fast. She was nothing.
So fast. And what's funny is her compatriot Benson Caputo also won the men's race. So holy teamwork, first of all. But she also won the race in 2023. But I was reading a little bit about her, and she said it was kind of funny because she had, I think, a mile left or a few miles, and she was like, I still have fire in me. Like, I'm going hard. And she left who she was running with and just gunned it.
Good.
Yeah, and you know what? She made it.
She knew. That's beautiful. I mean, women breaking records.
Extremely impressive.
Very incredible. Love to see that. Augie, who did you want to highlight?
Yeah, so I have another Kenyan runner, and probably the greatest, in all conversations I've heard, the GOAT of male runners, Eliud Kipchoge. He's 41 years old, and unfortunately for the running community, the NYC Marathon was his last marathon of the racing trying to win it variety. He finished in 17th place. He ran at 2 hours and 14 minutes. But look, this is the only person to ever run a sub 2 hour marathon. He did how I got to know him was through a Break 2 series that Nike did. It was a whole series where they took 3 of the most elite runners at the time, and he was one of them. And they gave them all kinds of specific training in Italy and all kinds of favorable conditions to try to break 2, which he wound up breaking 2 in Monaco. But look, 2 years later, he's a fantastic runner. He's won 25 marathons. He's a 2-time Olympic gold medalist, 11-time world champion. He's probably the GOAT of runners.
Yeah.
And it was just wanted to highlight him since it was his last race, and unfortunately for the running community
that hurts.
It's such a it hurts.
Loss.
But he's starting a new campaign actually, where he's gonna try to run a marathon on every single continent. And the NYC Marathon was his first marathon of this goal. So it's really fun, especially if you can run a marathon in Antarctica. That'd be kind of insane.
That would be insane.
So yeah.
I mean, I don't think
that would be crazy.
I don't know how he would.
Different
I don't know
training.
how he would do that.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I don't think
crazy.
he would be able to breathe.
He's got the
by a
penguins
certain
holding
point.
up the finish line.
Yeah, like how many winter coats is he wearing? Is he wearing snowshoes?
I'd die, but
what
that's
kind of time
beautiful.
did he get?
Definitely heard of him.
Also, happy 41st birthday.
Yeah.
Whenever that was.
Super
King.
cool. Okay, now it's my turn. We talked about 2 incredible racers. I wanted to do this segment because I was online crying, sobbing at all of the last place finishers, just seeing all these different types of people that go above and beyond and go against the odds to finish these races and do what they've been told that they can't do. And that to me is very touching, and it just shows that it's a mind over matter thing. And I wanted to highlight someone specific. His name is Juan Pablo dos Santos. He is a 26 Venezuelan man, and he is an amputee who lost both his legs in 2019 in a car accident. Doctors told him that he would never be able to walk again, but he obviously defied the odds, and through determination and training, he was able to get there. He was the last place finisher, finishing in 15 hours and 21 minutes. The last person, it was 12:38 when he finished. The mental strength to do this, what you're seeing right now is every 100 steps, he had to stop and fix the dressings on his legs so his legs wouldn't just completely rip up and bleed. So he needed to do this every 100 steps. Still doing it. Look at how much pain he is in after doing that for 15 hours and 21 minutes, and he still made sure that he was there. So super incredible. He also has a foundation where to help amputee children with their prosthetics across the world. So it's incredible. He carried his Venezuelan flag over the finish line, and I just thought it was beautiful. So unfortunately, that is all that we have for this segment. But if you didn't see any of these stories,
we're gonna go cry in between.
We're gonna go cry in between.
Yeah, so exciting.
If you didn't see these stories, I highly suggest that you should look into them yourself because everyone's story was so beautiful. Thank you, Augie, for being here, and stay tuned because we have more next.
Hi, sorry to interrupt your show, but I want to give you a little rundown of everything we do here at the Hitting the Field Network. My name's Nick Cohen, and I'm the host of Hitting the Field, our flagship show heading into season 21. Live streaming every Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern, we talk about anything and everything sports. Tuesdays, we have season 3 of Girls Got Game. Hosts Katie Sue Christianson and Mia Flores discuss all the biggest topics in women's sports. On Wednesdays, make sure to tune into season 7 of The Combine, hosted once again by Ty Patton. This podcast dives deep into every detail about the NFL season. Next on Thursdays, we live stream season 11 of HTF Bets, brought to you by Andrew Gregg, Diego Ortiz, and Ben Huber. Any sports betting questions? I'll let the pros answer those on Thursday. Then TGIF, because we have new episodes of season 9 of Nighttime, hosted again by Matthew Bracker and Kathleen Moore. Nighttime keeps you up to date on all UCF and collegiate sports. Penultimately, Edgar Rodriguez and Patrick De Leon are back for season 2 of HTFC. Soccer is a year-round sport, so make sure not to miss HTFC. Lastly, end your week on Sundays with our vlog squad, asking the hard-hitting questions and letting you behind the scenes of our studio days. Make sure to follow us on our social medias like Instagram and TikTok to stay updated on all HTFN news. Remember to subscribe to the Hitting the Field Network on YouTube, leave a like and comment, and with that, I think we're ready for your next segment. I've been Nick Cohen, and enjoy the rest of your show.
Welcome back. We're here to talk something me and Mia love lots and lots and lots, the PWHL. Oh my goodness, we have an expansion, and here to talk about it, we have Jordan Evans. Thank you for being here, and Ancona. Thank you for being here, guys. How are you guys?
Great.
Okay.
I'm great. Happy to be here.
Perfect. What made you want to talk to the PWHL? You been keeping up?
Not necessarily, but I mean, I have heard about the two teams, and I love me some puck.
Okay.
So
This guy.
might as well.
We got to talk women's sports. We got to talk hockey.
True.
So happy that you guys came on anyway. Huge expansion news. Huge. Vancouver and Seattle are getting 2 new teams. So I know Mia and I freaked out a little bit about it.
I totally did.
I was out Seattle and Vancouver. That's a little bit late. I felt like those are both huge hubs for hockey people, especially. I mean, especially we're trying to get more traction with women in sports here. That's the next place that they should go. Those were perfect positions to have them. So I was excited. 2 teams joining the league. You're going to talk about Seattle, right? I'm going to talk about Vancouver Golden Eyes. That's their name. We wanted to talk a little bit team logo, and then we'll talk who thinks it's better, or what logo is better. I personally loved the Golden Eyes, so named after the common golden eye bird, which is their bird in Vancouver. In Vancouver. Haven't heard of it before, but really cool logo. It's symbolizing agility, resilience, and the colors are Pacific blue, coastal cream, earthy bronze, and like sunset gold. Gorgeous. It's just a nice little of everything. It looks beautiful. The name matters. It's the first ever like animal nickname for PWHL, which is something that we see a lot. I mean, go Panthers, go Cats. So it's about time. Don't do that.
You said that. Oh my god.
Anytime I can talk about the Cats, I will. It represents British Columbia's natural beauty and its wildlife. So it has, the golden eye is encircled by wings, and it's pointing northwest, which is the symbol of them, and flight and strength. So very cool. Up next, I wanted to show a video, actually, of one of the girls talking about why they chose this. So I'll let her take over.
Tell us more about the team's new name and logo and what it represents and how your team even settled on the Golden Eyes.
The inspiration came from the common goldeneye, which is a native bird that you see in Vancouver's waterways and skylines. But for us, it really has these character traits that spoke to us early on. It's got incredible vision. They travel as a pack. They're incredibly defensive in nature. You mostly see them in the winter time. They're known to be really, really fierce, protective. They have unbelievable vision, and they just kind of soar together in this kind of pack mentality.
She was able to say it better than me, so I'm glad that we found that. I thought it was a great choice. Great choice. What do you guys think?
I think it's a great choice too. I mean, it's like you said, the first animal mascot, so we might see, the PWHL make more of their way into that, and just the symbolism that they were able to put into their logo to represent their region. I really think that's cool.
I think animals are a great way to symbolize like where you're from, especially, I'll say it again, the Panthers, like it makes sense. Like, and like we see it a lot in every sport, using animals. So I think it's great use of symbolism. I'll throw it over to you. I've been talking too much. Talk about Seattle.
Okay, so Seattle has announced their logo as the Seattle Torrent, which is so tough, first of all. Incredibly tough. And the colors, I'm going to be so honest, I'm a big fan of absolutely everything about this. Not a huge fan of the S behind the logo. It's kind of, it says Torrent, it's nice green, cream. They said they named it after kind of Washington's watery imagery and all of the rivers and all that. And also they wanted to match, the Krakens, the other teams that are also the Waters, the Seahawks, everything. I think personally having both of your NHL and PWHL teams be cohesive like that is kind of awesome. Kind of very incredible.
Yes.
As you can see,
wait, this looks
sick. Hillary Knight is rocking that.
I know.
Is absolutely rocking that. They got all the water. And honestly, I think first of all, the colors I'm obsessed with. But the name is just because the men got Kraken, whatever, cool. Torrent. Torrent is so cool. Yeah. It's actually so tough. And honestly, with, I'm distracted. I'm literally distracted by how lit the logo is. Yeah. And no hate to the Golden Eyes. I'm not a big fan of, I feel like I've said this before, but I'm not a big fan of the circle logos.
Yeah.
The colors are very nice, but I do like how they interpreted the water theme in the S for the Seattle Torrent.
Yes, that makes sense.
That's enough. That's all.
I do like it. I think there's just a lot of impact behind ours, with the or at least Vancouver, not ours.
We're going head to head
with the wing pointing, the eye pointing, the northwest to symbolize them, and it is slanted, the letters, circle ones. I don't know. How do you guys feel about the circles logos?
I mean, for Vancouver specifically, I think it works.
Okay.
Just because, I mean, when you look at the Canucks logo, it's kind of I mean, to be honest with you, I don't even know what a Canuck is, but it's got it looks like an eel of some sort, but it's got the head, and then you got the little circle.
Yes.
I think that looks kind of cool, and I could see how it would go with the Golden Eyes logo. But I mean, I think with Vancouver, I think it's funny how they both choose a Golden Eye and a Canuck, two animals that you don't really hear about often. So I just think, I don't know, it's cool to
That's too up north for me to know anything anyway.
Yeah. I know what none of those animals are.
But it is cool. It's different, and we need something different. So I do agree. I know Vancouver is going to have Sarah Nurse, which Olympic gold medalist, and she's huge. So super excited for that. And Claire Thompson, who is an incredible defender, and just a Team Canada standout. So, but I know that you wanted to talk about. I mean, Vancouver hockey culture is huge, and I expect immediate rivalries with Seattle and Vancouver. I mean, especially going into this expansion at the same time, a lot is expected of them. What do you think that you're going to see in the future for that rivalry?
I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, we haven't. It's almost in hockey these days, we had, a long period where rivalries were really big, right? I mean, there was Boston, Montreal, or recently, Florida, Tampa. I would love to see that rivalry here. I think given the fact that these two teams are, aside from the players, aside from the coaching staff, I think given the fact that these two teams are coming in the PWHL at this exact same time, and they're in that exact same upper Pacific area, and we don't, I think that given those conditions, I think that's enough to say, okay, I think these two teams are going to go head to head, battle it out, duke it out, be no, this is a rivalry. And we don't really, with the Canucks and the Kraken, we don't really see that too much. But granted, there was a little, couple years spread with those two teams coming to the league. But I think the main thing is the fact that, it's November 2025. Both of these two teams are coming into the PWHL now, right? I think that heightens up the tension a little bit more.
Absolutely, absolutely. Everyone here at Hitting the Field is very excited for this. Things that we should be looking forward to this season, just real quick. Obviously, that rivalry, first ever women's pro hockey rivalry in the region. So very exciting. This expansion adds 46 new players, more visibility of women's hockey and of the West Coast. Super cool. November 21st, doubleheader. Minnesota versus Toronto and Seattle versus Vancouver. So we're already going to get some answers on November 21st. So we're excited. And then there's Olympic break. So get ready for that. And yeah, lots of really exciting things buzzing about. Unfortunately, that's all that we have today. I'm glad that on the last episode that we got to talk PWHL. Of course, we had to bring it back. Thank you guys for watching this segment. Stay tuned though, because now we're going to talk women's basketball.
Go Torrent.
To the 7th inning stretch. My name's Scott Harris.
And I'm Augie Aronson.
And we're going to be covering the World Series games 1 through 4 between the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Toronto Blue Jays.
Game 1 in Toronto here as Trey Savage is on the mound, but Kike Hernandez singles up the middle, giving the Dodgers a 1-0 lead. And a Will Smith RBI single gave the Dodgers another run, but Dalton Varsho ties this baby up at 2 with a 2-run blast to deep center field. In the 6th, an Ernie Clement single with the bases loaded scores 1, and an RBI walk by Nate Lukes, and an Andres Jimenez RBI single sets the table for this absolute dong shot from Addison Barger, blowing this game open with a granny, giving the Blue Jays a huge lead, which they would hold on to, and they win Game 1, 11-4.
Let's go to Game 2. The Fresh Prince, Will Smith, opens up the scoring for the Dodgers with a shot to center field, sending Freddie Freeman home. Then the Fresh Prince again with a solo shot. Max Muncy then adds to that with another solo shot in the top of the 7th as well. Yamamoto pitches all 9 innings, and the Dodgers take Game 2, 5-1.
Game 3 as the series moves to LA, as in the bottom of the 2nd, Teoscar Hernandez gives this puppy a ride to deep left field, watch the bat flip, and gives the Dodgers an early lead. In the 3rd, an Ohtani bomb to deep right field gives the Dodgers a 2-0 lead. Then the biggest bird, Alejandro Kirk, steps up and drives this ball to deep left center for a 3-run homer. Blue Jays lead in the 4th. Then, sir, we have a second Ohtani bomb to tie the game up at 5, as this game would go to extra innings. And who doesn't love free baseball? As in the bottom of the 18th, Freddie Freeman sends everyone to bed with a solo homer in center field, and the Dodgers take Game 3.
It's Game 4 now. Shohei Ohtani starts, but Vladdy Guerrero won't have it. It's a 2-run dinger. Andres Jimenez now up 2 men on in the top of the 7th. Bondo lets up another line drive into center field. Varsho scores, helping the Jays tie the series at 2.
Thanks for watching the 7th inning stretch. Now back to your regularly scheduled HCF programming.
Hello and welcome back to our last segment. I'm so sad. With me, I have Jasmine Goldie. Thank goodness she came on for the last show. And Sean Bass, thank you for being here. How are you guys?
Doing good.
I'm doing good.
Good. Ready to talk basketball?
Yep.
Oh, for sure.
Okay. I mean, I found out we have a lot of UConn fans.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
A bit of a UConn yap session.
Yeah.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I mean, unfortunately,
Fortunately.
it turned into a UConn yap session. Everybody wanted to talk about players on UConn except me. I'm talking UCLA. Okay. So at least I gave it a little spice today. But I feel like we need to do it in a sandwich. So Jasmine, you want to start first with your UConn pick?
I wanted to start with Sarah Strong. She is a forward for the Huskies. Last year, obviously, they won the national championship, so anyone on that team is going to be great. But her stats last year, 16.4 points on average, 8.9 rebounds, 3.6 assists, 2.3 steals. And I watched last night's game actually against FSU. She played 23 minutes, had 21 points overall, 9 rebounds. Just overall great. And she's a sophomore this year, so already killing it. I mean, I think anytime you come into playing at the Division I level, like it takes some adjusting to get used to. But she absolutely killed it last year. She continues to show up for the team, and I think she's going to be like a key player for them as she continues to be there. So
yes, absolutely. Absolutely. She is dominant, as you can see here.
She's killing it. Super
absolutely
fast,
amazing. Yes. How do you think she's going to play coming up? Where do you think her future is going to go? I know she's young, but
yeah, she's
still.
a sophomore. I think she'll stay at UConn for sure. I think she'll play there for another 3, maybe 4 years, and then, I hope she goes to the WNBA. I hope she gets picked for a draft.
I know. Mine
CBM.
definitely will be going to the WNBA. I don't have to hope, but I'll surprise you guys.
Very confident.
You guys. Oh, I know. I know. I mean, it's you'll see. Mia, would you like to go?
Sure. I would like to talk about Miss Azzi Fudd, of course.
Fun.
My queen.
Everybody loves.
I do kind of want to focus on. She's back for her senior season. She's a guard for the Huskies. I'm part of the UConn train.
Yeah.
Of course.
She's coming back from, because her whole career has been kind of, I don't want to say riddled, but she's dealt with a few like foot and knee injuries.
Oh yeah.
And most recently, she's come back for her season. Has been very open about how during her recovery from her ACL, I believe, she almost quit college basketball.
Yes.
But she stuck it through, my absolute queen, stuck it through, came back. She's actually said she's not aiming for the WNBA. Like, she's considering it, but she's not. She wants to stay with UConn for a while and play. So
that makes sense.
I think
not everyone's main goal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She's
Okay,
just
that's
doing it
not.
for the love of the game.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's
What do you
really
think was the
important.
turning point that made her want to go back? Like, what? Just because she loves it?
Yeah, she mentioned that there were a few moments in her life where she was like I'm not playing like I should be. I'm not playing like I want to be playing. And I believe she mentioned like she was talking to her coaches and she saw like, you know, people to help her realize that her love for basketball was more important. And like she helped her realize the game that she loved.
She's also definitely a leader on the team too. So I feel like there definitely was like, not to say like not guilt, but like responsibility almost to continue to be, because you know, as soon as you lose a key player, like someone important, like your team doesn't feel the same. And it's kind of hard to go back from that, at least I think.
Yeah, she said that she's now, she wants to help UConn obviously repeat as the champions and you take on, and she said she wants to help them be champions again and like perform at her highest level this season. So
Icon.
Our queen is back.
Icon, she's back. I mean, I think that also, that just shows, especially I feel like a lot of women's basketball, a lot of their fan base is young. I feel like there are a lot of young girls that do watch women's basketball starting now. And I feel like seeing somebody like that with that much resilience is just another thing that is what you want your kids to be watching.
I think she also like owes it to herself. I was like watching some of the interviews she did at the beginning of the season, and she talked to Gino, and it's like she hasn't had a season where she's not been injured, so she owes it to herself to go out and like play a full season and enjoy it. She's a senior. I mean, it's your last year in college too, so
that's your team, that's your family. It would suck to miss out. I mean, I bet that you'd be looking back at it. Well, thank you, Mia. Great pick.
You're so very welcome.
Okay, I'll go so you can, Sean, you can have the last like UConn.
Yeah.
You know, like
Okay.
let me get a little bit out.
Break from
it up,
UConn
break it
for a
up.
I'll
bit.
break it up. I'm gonna talk about Lauren Betts. So she's a perfect pick. UCLA, 6'7". She is 6'7". She is a senior center for UCLA. She started at Stanford, transferred, and became basically the centerpiece and the rise to the Final Four. She is insane. She doesn't even make like 3-pointers. Like that girl is so tall. Like people pass it to her, she just plants herself right under the net. And she just is like, shoop, shoop, shoop. Like it's nothing. So I thought she was incredible. She was averaging in this last season 20.2 points per game, which is pretty good. I mean, as soon as you throw the ball to her, like she's sending it into the net. Yeah. She was Defensive Player of the Year and also first team All-American. Okay. She's dominant in the post. She's got crazy footwork. She does, like around those people, like you got, like when the girls are around her, she knows how to get away. Like it's fun to watch. She is most definitely projected to be #1 pick in the 2026 WNBA draft as a senior. It's known. It's known. It's gonna happen. I mean, she could become the face of women's basketball, like Asia Wilson. I will even say, like, I think she is she's coming up to it. She does what she does really well. I mean, like again, you're not seeing those 3-pointers, but what matters is that you're getting those goals. You'll see right now. What matters is that you're getting into it.
Just so dominant.
No, yes. Look at it, like, and you can just see how much taller she is other than everybody else there. It doesn't matter. And that rebound, like her rebound percentage is insane.
That's not fair.
Yes, yes.
She ain't even got to jump.
And, she's like, she doesn't have to jump. If she misses it, she just grabs it again because no one else is able to jump that high. And she picks it up and she throws it back again. Yeah, so she's elite shot blocker too, because can you imagine she's such so incredible with her defense.
Yeah.
Because can you imagine that? Like, can you imagine getting blocked by that?
Yeah, I'd be embarrassed.
Like, all the way out.
It's not something. So, love it. She's incredible.
She's probably so annoyed being 6'7" right now. Probably sucks.
Okay.
That's
All right.
gotta suck right
Sorry,
now.
All right.
a little 6'7" for the last show. Okay, Sean, please highlight your UConn
All right, so
star.
like I said, we're going back on the UConn train. I'm going to talk about KK Arnold. Now, I feel like KK Arnold doesn't get as much spotlight such as AZ Foot or Sarah Strong. But I feel like as players like Paige Beckers and Caitlin Cheng have left college play, I feel like this season is her season to get the spotlight on her. Just going right here, the season has just started, obviously, UConn 2-0. We kind of see, obviously she's getting minutes, right? But only 5 points per game last season. And she already is averaging 10 points a game this season. So I think just right now, we can obviously, with the highlights here, she's a great 3-point shooter of the ball.
Yes.
I think this season is the year that we can see a lot more from KK Arnold, kind of just as the stars leave. Like, look, she's amazing. Like, look at that.
That was insane.
Look at, I can't even do that for my life. But,
She's not scared.
I think just like going like non-basketball wise, I love seeing her in Paige's or AZ's TikToks. I feel like she's kind of just that third wheel. like their child.
Literally their kid.
Like, and speaking of like
love
dynamic
that.
trios, shout out Joe Geiger and Judah Wells. Right? We have that trio going right now. But yeah, KK Arnold, I think, is just a great player and one that I hope has a great season.
Yes, there's so much future in women's basketball. We don't have to be scared. I know it's going to happen. Unfortunately, I have to say we're done now. Sad that this is the last episode of season 3, but I mean, thank you for everyone. Thanks for Mia for being here. Maybe we'll be here, maybe we won't. We don't know, but we love you regardless. Everyone who watched, everyone who came on, thank you guys. All of our producers and our directors, we love you and we thank you. But yeah, so till next time, see you later.
Bye-bye.